There was an uprising that occurred on the 28th of June, 1969, right behind me. It was an uprising that was to last 6 days. How did we get there? Why did the gay community feel the need to fill these streets up, to slash police tires, to light bins on fire? Something must have really pissed them off. To understand why, let's jump back into history just a little further. Throughout the 1920s and 30s, gay life in New York was great. It was illegal, it was sort of looked down upon, but pretty much straight people and gay people lived side by side. You had drag queens walking around, taking over canteens, you had this pansy craze where everybody was suddenly in love with the gay culture. But in the 1950s and 60s, things start to change as America shifts more to the right. This is the era of McCarthyism. This is the era of family values really coming to the forefront. This is the Cold War. There's this connection made between being homosexual and being a communist. And the idea was that if you were gay, communists would come to you, really like corrupt your weak mind and send you back into American culture to sort of bring about this red revolution. You have something called the Lavender Scare in the 1950s, which basically is this purging of any suspected homosexual in the American government. And it gets dangerous, but Greenwich Village somehow retains this idea that it's this artistic mecca of, misfits and bohemians. So gays come from all over America to exist here, pretty much on Christopher Street. Homosexuality at the time of the Stonewall Uprising was illegal in every state bar Illinois. All too often, police would come into gay bars, raid them, and arrest people. So when the uprising happens, the police come, they shut it down, but the gay people say, no, we're staying where we are. We've had enough. And you start to get this commotion building around the streets. You have the cops putting tear gas on the gay community, you have people hitting each other, it's this huge hoopla. It's really important to note, though, that the Stonewall Uprising was not the first uprising of its kind. But what makes Stonewall sort of immortalized in gay mythology is that it lasts for 6 days. It has massive mobilization. Thousands of people are literally on the street behind me. It has the media. The media are reporting about it. And the news spreads. All across America, you're suddenly getting the news that the gay community are like, And the final reason, which I'm going to leave today, is that Stonewall gives birth to the Gay Liberation Front, this brand new gay movement, which is about being out and proud and is a rapid departure from what came before it. But to find out more, join me next time on Gay New York.